functions. Okay, all right, so we can start solving. The question says the functions, okay, so that's the functions f(x) goes to 2 over x plus 1, where x should never be equal to -1, and gx goes to 3x minus 2. We need to find gf. Okay, so that is our question A. We need gf. Now remember, gf, this is the combination of the functions gx and fx. So this is also denoted, okay, so this can be denoted as gfx. Okay, so this can be denoted as gfx. All right, so knowing this, we can now proceed. So we can say finding our gf x, we know what this means. Okay, this doesn't mean multiplying the functions. Rather, this means we are substituting the function, one function, into the other. We know that this is the same as composition of functions. Okay, so we can go ahead and do that. So from the question, okay, that we have, we can see that we are substituting the function fx into the function gx. So how do we do that? Our function fx is 2 over x plus 1. That's our function fx. Now our function gx is 3x minus 2. And so we're going to take the function gx. So we have 3x minus 2. Now we're not going to write 3x minus 2. Remember, forming a combined function, we substitute one function into the other. And so we're substituting the function fx into gx. And so we are going to open our bracket there and substitute the function fx, which is 2 over x plus 1. Now we have minus 2 there. Doing this, we are going to get 6 there, right? Now down here, we are going to get x plus 1. That's x plus 1 again. Then we have minus 2. And so finding your lowest common denominator here, you can do that. So our lowest common denominator will still be x plus 1, right? And so what we're having 6 there, right? Minus 2x. We have minus 2x and then minus 2, right? Okay, so this gives us that's 4, right? Minus 2x over x plus 1, right? So this is our gfx. So this is the combination of function gx and fx. All right, so we can proceed to b. So look at b. We want the inverse function of the combination of gx and fx. Now remember, the combination of gfx, okay, that combination is what we have here, right? So we are going to find the function of what we are just from calculating. So how do we do that? Well, not different from what we were doing under composition of functions. So we are going to let y be equal to the same function, that is the combined function of gx and fx, which is 4 minus 2x, right? That's 4 minus 2x over x plus 1. Now what are we getting here? We need to solve for x. So to do that, we are going to cross multiplication. So we are going to get xy, that is if we cross multiply, we're going to have xy plus y, okay, is equal to 4 minus 2x, right? So 4 minus 2x. Now here we need to multiply, or rather we need to add both sides of the equation by positive 2x. So if we do that, we are going to get xy, right? This side we are going to have xy plus 2x, right? Plus 2x is equal to, again, if we add both sides of the equation, okay, we add negative y, we are going to have 4 minus y, right? Now solving for x, okay, we are going to factorize x outside the brackets there. We are going to remain with y plus 2, right, is equal to 4 minus 1. I mean minus y. Now solving for x, so we divide both sides of this equation by y plus 2, and that will give us y minus y. That's 4 minus y over y plus 2, right? Now our final answer, which is the inverse here, okay, so let's do that. So our inverse now, so we can say therefore the inverse g f, okay, that's the inverse for a combined function or function fx and gx is equal to 4. There we are going to replace y with x, so 4 minus x over x plus 2. Right, so there we go. So this is what we are getting, and this is our inverse. Now the other thing we need to solve is question C. Now look at question C is g squared. Now what does this mean? So g squared means we have g, okay, that is the function gx. Now this can also be written as gx, right? So this can be written in this way. Now you understand what this means. So this means we want the combination of function gx and gx. That means we're substituting the function gx in itself. Okay, so we can now proceed. So we have the function, this is equal to 3, right? So we open our bracket. So this is one function. Now we're substituting the other function into the same one. Okay, so we have this means instead of having 3x minus 2, right, as one function and another, we assume this function 3, we substitute the other function, which is 3x minus 2. So this is one function being substituted into the other, and the first one is also gx, which is 3. So this here represents x, right? The whole thing here represents x, so it has been substituted. So we have 3x minus 2. Wow, so you can see that we have two functions. We have substituted one function into the other, and this will give us, so we can multiply. We're going to have 9x, right, minus, that's 9x minus 6 minus 2. Now this will give us so that's still g squared. So this will give us 9x, that's 9x minus 8. Okay, so this is the solution for g squared, which is the combination of the same function. All right, thank you so much. So let's solve some more questions in the next video.